everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the City Witch. So I have this brand new deck that just arrived today. It's new on the market. It's only been out here in the UK for about a week. And this one is called the Goddesses, Gods and Guardians Oracle deck. It's a 44 card deck with Guidebook by Sophie Bashford, and the artwork is by Hilary Wilson. So first impressions of the box is really quite good. I really like the artwork. I think it's quite beautiful and the colours just pop. It's really quite pretty. They are very vibrant, which is something I like with my cards. One of the reasons I chose to get this deck is because it has some gods in it. Now, I've had decks before that have had gods and goddesses, and I always find there's way too many goddesses and it's not balanced with the god cards. And then the goddess cards tend to be overly feminine, really pretty and colourful, and then the god ones tend to be quite dark and warriorish and just generally have this quite aggressive vibe, and I don't like that. I'm looking for a deck that kind of will match, so the gods and goddesses have the same kind of vibe and energy, and they just kind of flow naturally rather than just go from this nice gentle energy straight into an aggressive energy. That I don't like, and for that reason many of my old decks I've actually long since gotten rid of, to be honest. So I'm hoping that this one is going to fill that gap and offer me some connections with some gods through an oracle deck or a tarot deck. So the box itself is really quite nice. Ooh, I think I'm going to struggle to open that. That's actually very stiff. I'll open it in a moment, but this is a Hay House deck. I have a few by them now, and they're usually really good quality, so I'm hoping this one's the same. On the back of the box, it says, connect with the divine feminine, masculine, and magical energies of this sacred oracle to receive guidance for inner healing and spiritual growth. The 44 vibrant and soulful cards depict a diverse collection of powerful global deities and spiritual guides to divinely support, empower, and inspire your path. Ooh, okay. Well, I like that straight away. I think that's quite nice. I like that it's diverse. I like they've pulled from different cultures and spiritual paths. And I like that these are all guardians that can help you on your journey and give you some wise counsel. So, great start. Let's try and open the box. Oh, there we go. Oh, so we have a message on the inside of the cover. So it says, Goddesses, Gods and Guardians, I receive your wisdom with an open heart. Thank you for revealing sacred truths that illuminate my soul's path. Oh, nice. Let's have a look. So I'm just going to pop the box to one side and we will start with the guidebook. So let's see what we have inside. Okay, so the guidebook is black and white, which is quite common these days. So we have a welcome section, an introduction, your welcome ritual, how to prepare your cards, how to do a reading, card spreads, and my prayer for you. Ooh. And then it looks like all the cards are in alphabetical order for the main oracle, so that's handy. So we have an introduction, the purpose of these cards, working with these cards, your welcome ritual. Okay, so it's like a breathing kind of exercise, and then there's an invocation to do as well. That's quite nice. And then we have how to prepare your cards. So clear your cards and bless your cards. That's nice as well. And then how to do a reading. So we have some tips from the author, Sophie. So think about your question, shuffle the cards, draw a card. So option 1 and option 2 for that. So there's quite a lot of information here. How to interpret your answer, and then consult the card's description in this guidebook. And then it gives you some spreads. So in this book we have a single card reading, 3 card reading, and 5 card reading, relationship reflection, ooh, gateway star, hints on interpreting your cards, how cards work together in readings if you don't understand a card's meaning for you. So that's good. So what to do if you don't understand the card. Card reading do's and don'ts. That's also good because, you know, if you're a complete beginner, it's nice to have that information. And then storing your cards. And then there is a prayer for you from Sophie. Oh, so she says, the door to the mystical worlds of the goddesses, gods and guardians is now open. May this oracle be a light in the darkness, a steadfast companion and a healing balm. May you realise your ancient connection with the sacred feminine and masculine. May your memories of earth wisdom and cosmic truth be rekindled. May you remember your soul's deep gifts. I wish you an illuminating and exciting adventure ahead. Love, Sophie. Oh, that's so lovely. Let's take a quick look at the cards. So it looks like we don't have any images of the cards in this book. We just have the deity, I'm assuming that is. Iditi or Aditi. No idea if I'm saying that right because I'm terrible with names, guys. But we have a deity here, and then it says expand your consciousness. So I think that's the message that's written on the card. Then it has what looks like some information about the... So I think this is a goddess. So Mother of the Endless Universe, Aditi, is a primal Hindu goddess who appears often in the Vedas, the earliest Hindu scriptures. Okay. So it gives you a bit of history about the deity or the guardian that's in this deck. So that's nice. And then it jumps into the message by the looks of it, and then additional possible meanings, and then an invocation if you wish to work with that deity as well. So that's quite nice. So you get a lot of information, to be fair. Yeah, and then right at the back you get a bit about the author and the artist, and then all of their social information if you wish to follow them on social media. Okay, so that's the guidebook. So now let's have a look at the cards. Okay, so first impressions of the back of the card is that is absolutely stunning. The orange, just wow, that is so vibrant. I really like the sun and moon symbol within each other. That's really nice. Again, if you've watched my other videos though, you know what I like. I like to not be able to tell when my cards are reversed or whether they're the right way up. And with that, I'm going to know straight away. It's not as obvious as some, but it's still there for me. And I personally don't like that. The card is actually all right cardstock. It's a little bit tough to bend. So they are a little bit on the stiffer side. It has this nice curved edge. Slightly rough though, not as smooth. The card is more matte than gloss, and the size is typical Oracle size. So nothing too big, nothing too small, and definitely bigger than a tarot card. So let's have a look at the cards themselves. So I'm going to do my best to say the names of the deities, but I may absolutely get them wrong or pronounce them incorrectly, and I thoroughly apologize if I do that, guys, and I annoy anyone. That's not my intent. I'm just going to do my best, but you know, I may be horrendously bad at this, so I apologize. So I think this is pronounced Iditi. Expand your consciousness. Oh wow. Amaterasu. No more hiding. I may put these in Google Translate and, you know, see if I can get Google to pronounce them for me so I can learn them. Aphrodite, eternal love. Oh, what I love about that is she's not skinny. Most interpretations of Aphrodite, she seems to be some blonde, skinny thing, and I really don't like that. I know typically we kind of perceive that as beauty now, but in the olden days, actually slightly bigger women were perceived beautiful because it meant they would have childbearing hips and so on and so forth in many cultures. So I prefer that she's slightly bigger. She's not kind of, you know, skinny or anything like that. I like that she's a bit more diverse and a bit open and friendly. I also like how she has this really nice, gentle face. She's not overly beautiful and sexualized as well, although there is a sex element there to her. Then we have Apollo, divine messages, and there's some tiny symbols on this card. So we have a dolphin, a wolf, the healing symbol that Hermes usually carries, and then I think that's an eagle, and then we have a bow and arrow. So I don't know if you can see that. Try and hold it up for you to see. Yeah, so that's the Apollo card. And we have Artemis, brave spirit. That's pretty. I like the artwork. It's gentle. It's not as obvious or as in your face as some of the others I have. And I like that it's more like watercolored. It's not in your face digital, because I really don't like digital cards. I like them to be more hand-drawn, painted, or, you know, creative. Oh, wow, I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Asclepios? Sacred medicine. Athena, wise decision. Ooh, I like that she's slightly aging as well. mother into crone. That's a really nice imagery of her. It makes perfect sense for her energies as well, and I really vibe with that. Then we have Avalon Priestess, Intuitive Awakening. Takes me back to thinking about Merlin, that one. Baba Yaga, Patience. Ooh. Interesting vibes with that card. Brigitte, you are a healer. Wow, it's beautiful. I love her hair is slightly on fire as well. So you get that like hearth vibe from her because she is a guardian of home and hearth. Then we get Butterfly Maiden, Beautiful Change. Dryad, Protect Your Energy. She looks a little bit mischievous, to be honest. Epona, Earth Magic. It's pretty. Hathor, Soul Family. And again, subtly in the background, the clouds are people, like ancestors. Don't know if you can see that as well. Hecate, Past Life Healing. Interesting how they chose to portray her as a crone, because that's actually a modern interpretation. She was never actually perceived as a crone and actually had associations with virginity and, you know, being a maiden. So that is really interesting that they chose that imagery for her. Although I like the card, I think I have better Hecate interpretations in other decks. And also Past Life Healing is really interesting as well. It's an interesting choice for her. I'd have gone with like boundaries or opening doors or gateways, something along those lines for her. Hell, End of a Cycle. High Priest of Atlantis, Chakra Healing. That's interesting as well. Hod, Tell the Truth. That's a challenge, isn't it? So that's you know, giving all the information, you're lying to yourself or to others. There's secrets that need to be revealed. Emotep, Vision. He actually looks like the Emotep from the movie as well. Or at least that's what I'm thinking of, the mummy. Inanna, Believe in Yourself. Again, beautiful image. I really like the portrayal of the feminine body in this deck. Isis, Sacred Contracts. Yeah, because she forged a contract in order to get all the body parts back for her husband when he was mangled and split up. So that makes perfect sense as well, because again, most people go with magic or witchcraft for her because she obviously teaches magic in Egyptian mythology. But I like that instead they've gone with sacred contracts and deals. Kalema, Spiritual Transformation. Wow, that's a gorgeous image of Calais. They don't ever work with her, but I do like that image. That's really nice. Cain, Life Force Energy. Oh, kind of gives me Hawaiian vibes, that one. Don't know anything about that deity, so I might have to look him up. And we have King Neptune, Sensitivity. Kyan Yin, Kindness and Nurturing. I believe she's a healing goddess as well. Liar, Stand Your Ground. Wow, Lilith. Wow, that's a heck of an image. Face Your Shadow. Again, that's another challenge, isn't it? Like a command, face your shadow. Mary Magdalene, Sacred Marriage. Interesting choice to put an anchor around her neck. I wonder why that choice was made. I like it, but it's an interesting choice. Maolisa, Balance. Wow. I like that with the moon and the sun and the different aspects. I also, for some reason, feel like the moon half is feminine, and then when we get to the sun, it's almost a masculine vibe, like male and female combined to make balance, that kind of yin-yang energy. Merlin, cosmic knowledge, and then we have the Avery Tower in the background over at Glastonbury. I've been to that tower, it's phenomenal. Maiden of Lamora, joy. Mermaid, rather. I don't know why I said maiden then. I was looking at her face when I said that rather than the name. Mermaid of Lamora. That's beautiful. I am at peace when I look at that card. That's a really peaceful image. I really want to meditate on that, so I think I'm going to do that after I finish this recording. Mother Mary, emotional healing. Oh, she's crying. Aww. Nematona, I think. Safe space. Again, that's not one I'm familiar with. I'd have to research that one. Ogma, watch your words. Again, that's another challenge, isn't it? There's a lot of challenging statements on these cards. Oshun, sweet success. Ah, it's beautiful. I don't know if Oshun's connected to the sun, but I feel like she is. I don't know enough about her, but that makes me feel summer vibes and the heat on my skin as I'm holding this card. Not searing, just warm. Pell, light your fire. I love that her dress is part of the volcano. That is so clever. Persephone, new beginnings. Qadesh, sexual wisdom. Hope I said that one right. Ra, share your gift. Rhiannon, inner strength. Sedna, oh, she's beautiful. I think she's quite possibly my favourite card. There is always enough. Wow, that's such a beautiful card. Definitely my favourite in the deck. Star Maiden, rest. Thoth, divine masculine. And the last card, oh, I'm never going to pronounce that, so let's give it a whirl though, shall we? Telisototl, forgive. I am probably completely saying that wrong and I apologise. I gave it a go. I did my best and I'm sorry if I butchered it. So that is all the cards. First off, I don't think there's nearly as many men in this as there is women. I could probably count them, but I do think there are a lot more female cards in this than there are men, which is a shame. I was hoping for more balance. The masculine cards that are provided, I didn't particularly feel a massive connection to. They were okay, but nothing to, scream and shout about. There was a lot more female cards I did like. There was a lot of unusual characters in this, ones I've actually never heard of, never connected to. I don't think this is a typical deck where you buy it and you go, oh, gods and goddesses, and you're expecting Odin and Freya and Zeus and Hera, common deities that you know a lot about, that are, brought forward a lot in mythology, spoken about, and stories are told about. These are very unusual choices and not ones that everybody is aware of. And when you are, there's a lot you probably don't know about them. So there's some interesting choices in here. And I feel like the author's deliberately gone with some deities that you don't know, that are not well known, to make you think about it, make you connect with new energies. And I like that. However, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to with this deck, and it is going to take some practice. That being said, it's a beautiful deck. The artwork is stunning. It's a little bit on the cartoony side, but I like the watercolour kind of vibe to it, and I like that it's not overly digital. And I like some of the interpretations, like Athena being slightly old, to bring out that wisdom in her as well. And I like that the colour of her hair is kind of matching the owl on the shoulder. So there is some really nice subtle imagery in this, some really interesting ideas and designs, like Bridget with her hair on fire, because obviously her hair's a fiery ginger. There's some really nice stuff in here. So I can't wait to give it a go. But I'm going to score it about an 8 out of 10 because there are things that I think some people will be unhappy with. I do also think that the rough edging of the cards lets it down. The quality is really good in cardstock, but again, I just think that there are way too many goddesses, not enough gods. There isn't as much balance in this deck as I was hoping for, and that lets it down just a little bit for me, which is why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It's still pretty high though, and the reason for that is because, you know, the back of the card is really pretty, the overall deck is really nice, the energy of the deck's nice, and I am looking forward to working with it, so it hasn't made me regret buying it as such. So 8 out of 10. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Click the bell so YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. As always, if you'd like to book a reading from me, you can do that through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or via email, and all the links are provided. If you'd like to support my channel and offer light and love to me, you can do that through either Patreon or my Amazon wishlist. Your donations are very welcome, and I thank you all for supporting me. As always, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you soon. Blessed be.